Okay, my name is Elaine Dotson, and this is my second video that I'm attempting to make. Hopefully it's bright enough in here. I was having a little bit of trouble with reflection, so I decided to turn some lights off and see if we can get a better image with a little bit less reflection. Let's try this. There's a lot of shadow without light, so we'll try this. That's not as bad. Anyway, we're going to make this card today, and it's using the blended seasons. This is the outside, and this is what the inside looks like. And this is this flyer. This is good until available until August 31st, and it's a very nice set. It's a 2-stamp set. We're going to be using this image and the Merry Christmas of this, and this is the rubber stamp. I already stamped some stuff, but we'll go ahead and put this on here. And then for the inside, we're using Night in Bethlehem. That's in the current catalog. We're using this image, right? This sentiment right there. And we'll also be using the framelits that's right here. You can get it as a set and get 10% off. And we're going to be using this die and this one. And then I cut the bells out with this one after I stamped them and colored them. And then this is in the Christmas catalog. It's called Swirls and Curls Embossing Folder. And then there's also the pencils I showed you on my last video. The watercolor pencils. This is available until August 31st, or while supplies last. So let's get started. I'll start by stamping this image, and I used Memento black ink, and this is very vanilla. Hopefully we're not too close. Last time I feel like the video was too far away, so I thought, well, I'll make it a little closer this time. Stamp right there. My other issue is trying to keep it in screen. It's not the best stamping, but maybe if I move it out a little bit. There. Okay. And then I stamped the Merry Christmas. I used Memento to stamp the Merry Christmas on the original card. I'll put it right there. But I'm going to use Night of Navy ink. See if we can get that straight. I want it in the middle of the card. I cut all these out so that it would save time. I didn't realize how long it takes to upload a video. It takes quite a while. Overnight, as a matter of fact. Okay, then I went ahead and colored this. So let's go ahead and stamp. And then I'll show you how I colored. I left some uncolored so we can color those together. I didn't want to take the time to do all the coloring on the video because it just takes way too long. Makes the video so long that it took I don't know how many hours to upload. onto YouTube. So we'll try it this way. You can let me know if you think it's too short. Okay, then I cleaned them again with this chamois. It cleans beautifully. Washes up with water. Get your stamp nice and clean. Okay. And then I used these colors for coloring. Here's the bell. I already cut them out, but I colored these little, I don't know what they are. This is Daffodil Delight on here. And I use Daffodil Delight on this part of the bell and then this part of the bell. This the dark on the bell. I actually didn't use the light anywhere, so we didn't use the light, just the dark. I colored the holly berries with the dark cherry cobbler, like that. And then I colored the ribbon on the bell. I started out with the light cherry cobbler on the ribbon. Make sure you can see. It's a very light touch, as this will bleed through and it kind of flows so nicely, so you don't really need but to just touch it. Okay, and then I use the dark cherry cobbler for this part of the ribbon inside here where you would think that there would be shadow, so it's a little darker, and then this part. And then this is Shaded Spruce, and it is in the Christmas catalog, the holiday catalog, and I used light Shaded Spruce on this part of the bell. And then I used the dark for inside, dark Shaded Spruce. It's a really pretty color. And then I kind of went like this around the curves of the yellow. And then I took the light again and just kind of blended it so it would kind of have a little kind of a shadowy look. And then I took the die and cut them out on my Big Shot. That's how I did those. Okay, I guess we better color this last leaf. I took the light Shaded Spruce, filled in the leaves, and then I took the dark and went along the vein of the leaf. And then I took the light again and blended it. Like so. And you can see where it kind of is already dry. I've already done it, and how it's kind of darker in the center. That's how I did that. Okay. That'll be all the coloring. And then to put the card together, we have a piece of, this is very vanilla, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Make sure I got it even on the edges here. And then I used this embossing folder and embossed my pieces. This is crushed curry, Mary Merlot, and shaded spruce, and they are 5.5 by 1 1/4. I glued them about a little bit less than they're about 1/8 of an inch apart. I just kind of eyeballed it to make them fit, but I think they're about 1/8 of an inch apart. And from the edge. Here I am, gluing outside the circle again, or okay. Let's see if I can get these on here straight. You can put these in any order you want. I just kind of like the Mary Merlot on top, and then the crushed curry in the middle, and the shaded spruce on the bottom. You don't have to emboss these, you can do them plain. I just kind of like them embossed. I thought it added some texture to the card, so that's how I did it. Okay. This is my second video. You'll have to tell me, give me suggestions how I can make them better. Do they need to be shorter, longer? Am I getting them in the, are you seeing enough of them? Okay, that hangs over the edge like that. There. Okay. Now, then I took, this is Night of Navy, and I cut it out of this piece that's 5.5 by 1 1/4, because we're going to use this. And I actually glued this down to the front of the card. And just kind of center it where you think it looks best. And then I took this piece and put Stampin' Dimensionals on it. And you can kind of judge for yourself how many you think it needs. I don't want it collapsing in the middle, so I used 7. This is a pretty simple card. I'm trying to keep them short videos, simple cards that don't require a lot of folding and card. I think the thing that takes the longest on these cards is the coloring. But that's what makes the card. And then I cut out 4 bells, colored and cut out 4 bells. And I put on one bell that I'm putting in the center, I put a Stampin' Dimensional. And you can put these in any, you can put it like this. I just put it like that. The one with the dimensional I put in the center. And then I glued just the top part, kind of put glue on the top, and put one bell over here on this side, kind of turned a little different so it looks like they're ringing. And then we put another bell on the other side. And like I said, just put glue on the top because the bell's gonna hang over. And then put that one there. And the front of your card's all done except for the Wink of Stella. So then the inside, I glued this piece that came from cutting out the piece for the front. I just glued that in the middle of the card, or on the inside of the card, so I could frame my sentiment. Okay. You just kind of don't cover up your fold line. Make sure if it hangs over, you can always trim. Make sure it still closes. And then if you have any hanging over of the card, you can just trim it off. Okay, then I took my sentiment from Night in Bethlehem, and I used Night of Navy. This is a big, large stamp, so I thought I would do it this way. See if it, make sure you get enough ink on it. Okay, and then I centered it best I could, leaving, because I wanted room at the top for my bell and then room at the bottom to sign it when you send it to someone. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, and I took my bell, put the glue on. I went ahead and glued the whole thing because I didn't want it to come off. And then I put it kind of at an angle like that. Okay, and then your card's done, other than doing your Wink of Stella on your bells and your holly. I put Wink of Stella on all these bells, and I put some on this one on the inside too. And that's the card. So if you're interested in purchasing, you can go to my website, elainescustomcards.stampinup.net, or you can send me an email. With every $50 order, if you order $50 or more, I should say, I will send you the catalog so that you can have a catalog to look at if you don't want to go to my website and look online. So anyway, that's the card for today, and let me know what you think, and I appreciate you watching. Give me your suggestions if it's this about the same length as the last one, but anyway, that's my card for this time. Thank you for watching.